H, right?
Yes.
Hey, I know many of you out there, I know what you say. Because I didn't want to assume that. I asked him to mention it himself. Do you get that a lot?
I get that a lot. I mean, now it's heavily reduced.
It's reduced. I can imagine when you were back in school.
When I was younger, yeah, it was problematic.
It was easy for anyone to get at you.
I mean, I didn't mind, but obviously, if you're a child, things can get to you.
Growing up for me was also hard. Mine is Aboah. It meant that I had a choice to make, either to stay home or go to the football pitch. Because when I stay home, fine. You still have someone coming to ask you, hey, Aboah, is your father there? Aboah, is Aboah there? So some were calling me Aboah there. But imagine it's not so painful than going to the football field. You have your own football in your armpit, and then you take it to the field. Those who are older than you will take the ball from you, do the selection. You will pray hard to even make it, because you can own the football, but you will not get selection. And you have to sit and watch them play your own football. Now, that is not enough. Anytime anyone play the ball to go up,
you're the one who's supposed to go and take the bat.
No, my name now.
Aboah.
Aboah. With two Aboah. Aboah.
Very creative with it too.
Charlie. And if they want to make it extra painful, they go like Agolu. They plan it to Agolu. So I can imagine for you two growing
definitely.
Anyway, but here you are all grown and championing a very important, endeavor that's supposed to give opportunity to young filmmakers out there. I've not read your script. That's like I'm running through it for you. Tell us about the Green Film Festival.
So definitely there are a lot of film festivals across the world. And in Ghana, there have been some incredible film festivals that have been done. What is different about our film festival, the Green Film Festival, is that we're focused on sustainability and climate storytelling. So our selection of films are particularly focused on films that champion awareness about the environment, climate change, and the abuse to the environment. So you know where this is going to.
You know where I'm laughing,
exactly.
Right?
Stuff like Galamsey.
Hey!
That.
Then you get plenty entries. So are you taking entries?
No, so we did entries. In fact, we did entries for 1.5 months, and we had exactly 1,804 entries globally. And we were focused on short films, so we did a lot of work in reducing the films to the final selection, which is the official selection of 44 short films that will be screened at the film festival. So that's a lot of work, and obviously kudos to my hardworking team of judges. Both Ghanaian and international judges that help screen the films down. So that is what is different for us. Our aim is that we're going to champion a new movement of storytellers, climate storytellers specifically, who are concerned about championing environmental and climate storytelling, so that we can increase awareness about the issues that affect the environment and our world at large, and also engage institutions and ask them to step up. You know that we have all been doing that collectively for the past month, particularly in Ghana, by going in the streets and championing for them. And I think that storytelling, film particularly, and creativity allows us to channel that creativity, to channel the anguish, the anger into the right place, so that we can document the story, we can keep it there, and we can remind ourselves that this is what is happening. And then when people try to gaslight that this is not the reality, can also show them the evidence that this is what actually happened on the ground. People's lives are being affected, and this is how we can, when we expect that you step up and you do better. And that's what the film festival is all about. So I mean, film is always great. It's always great to go to the cinemas and watch it, but I think we are bringing more purpose to it this time around.
Yeah. And so you've shortlisted it to about 44
short films.
Films.
Yes, over 25. So the 44 short films are from over 25 countries. It was a very competitive process, but we still have one Ghanaian film in there. It's an animation that's actually focused on the June 3rd event, the flooding. Yeah, so
Flood and Fire.
Yeah, the Flood and Fire. Wow. So actually, I think it's called Flood and Fire. Forgetting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but this is Cecil Jones. He is a local animator, and he's done a brilliant animation. So a combination of short films that are actually like your usual movies, animations are in there, documentaries are in there all over the world. Very, very great animations. We have about 8 of the entries focused on Africa. talking about some of the resistance strife. So if you're a Ghanaian and you've gone on the streets and you thought like, this is the first time we're doing it, kudos to you, but people have been doing that. So there's a brilliant story called I Am More Dangerous Dead, one of the films that we're going to be showing at our main convenience. I'll go into the different stages of the film festival, how it's going to go. It's a film about Ken Sarayiwa, who was one of the foremost environmental activists on the continent, specifically in Ogoni in Nigeria, where the Shell company was taking over the city, basically polluting it by drilling of oil from there, and it basically destroyed the places, destroyed plantations, etc. And this one man stood up to it. Eventually, he was killed, but he said that he is going to be known even after his death, and that is where the title of the movie comes. That I'm more than just that his death inspired a new generation of people to even fight for climate action. So very inspiring films, and they're going to. So you're going to be seeing something more exciting, but also inspiring, something that's going to move you to action. Yeah.
I must say, great job, you and your team, for identifying clearly
that niche.
Creating that niche of filmmaking, and so kudos on that. But tell us the categorization. I know there'll be categories for people to win or recognize.
Yeah. So, the films that have been screened, we're going to be giving 5 awards. Most of the awards are not going to be in Ghana, so we're just going to be announcing it. I think best film, best environmental film, best short film, few categories. But what I want to hone in on is that the festival is actually happening on Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
So this Friday and this Saturday. The Friday are invite-only events. But if you are a storyteller, a journalist, if you are a videographer, someone who is into movie making, filmmaking, and you want to learn about the craft of tailoring your stories to talk about activism, or to talk about climate action, or to talk about some of the predicaments that you see in the society, we have a selection of masterclasses on-site and online that you can be part of. So we have 4 masterclasses, 2 on-site, 2 online. One of the masterclasses is by a very renowned documentarian and filmmaker, Emmanuel Ejim of Refined Creators, and he's done work for the BBC, the World Food Program, etc. So all of those big guys he's done work for, and he's going to be telling us how we can craft and mold our stories to fit that global landscape and different cultural landscape.
What you're saying is, on the sites or as part of this festival, there's going to be this masterclass.
Yeah.
And so for those who are listening and they fit in all the areas
you can just go to our website. I'll give you more details about that.
Go ahead.
Accra.gff Africa, Accra ACCRA.gff Africa.com, and then you can register for any of the master classes, both online, offline. So that's just one of the master classes that I'm honing on. So that's the first day, 4 master classes plus our exclusive opening ceremony. So the opening ceremony is by us organizing the leaders in the community. So this is the diplomatic community, the CSOs, the climate actors, and the people in the movie and creative industries coming together to start the event. So this is an invite-only event. But maybe since I'm here, you can actually give a couple of slots for people who
Sure.
So that we can get people to also maybe give 3 slots.
3 slots.
For people who are listening to the show and who are interested to come and to this, because this is an exclusive event. We focused on 5 themes in reviewing the film. So the films that you're going to be seeing are across 5 themes that are very important to the climate action and climate activism in the world right now. So we're talking about films based on food. So food is everything that has to do with why are we struggling right now to cultivate some of the foods that we know, and what has climate change done in making that difficult. So there's something called food security. How do we make sure that we can keep a world where there's food for everyone? Because food hunger and hunger is actually a real thing in the world right now. And that has its roots owing to the fact that there is changing weather patterns, etc. So that's one of the categories. The second is climate displacement. That because one of the things we see in Adar, for example, right, when we have the waves that are happening, that is obviously rising sea levels that leads to displacement of people from their habitats.
Because the glaciers are melting.
Exactly. From their habitats, where they have lived, where they have made their incomes, their farming, their farm households are being destroyed, etc. So we have films that talk about that, and then we have films that are focused on activism, which is like Our More Dangerous Dead, which are films that are showcasing people that are standing up to society and making sure that we can champion it. So those are films that are focused on activism. We are focused on biodiversity, which is biodiversity has to do with everything that focuses on how we can maintain the balance in the diversity of plants, animals, and all the other living things that are exist here. And then obviously wildlife conservation, that we have a lot of species in the world that are going extinct. How are we making sure that we are keeping them alive so that we can basically enjoy the benefits that these
There's a great cause. Listening to you, I am telling myself, I hope someone shows up there with Captain Planet, maybe redone and all of that.
Exactly.
I mean, so earlier, I mean, that long time in our life.
One of the things that we're actually talking about is things like Captain Planet, they focus on those earth, fire, etc.
Wind, water.
All of those things are crucial to the way we exist.
Yeah.
So not in the same vein, but actually there are some films that are also animated. Yeah. Some by Africans, some by people in the global north that have been animated, talking about the same themes.
What are some of the partners you're partnering with? What are some of them?
Obviously, EIB is a partner, and we're having other media partners as well. We have CDKN, which is the Climate Development Knowledge Network, as one of our partners. IOM, the International Organization for Migration, has been also very supportful in our cause, amongst other people. So we have on our advisors, Africa Scene Head. Africa Scene Head has been very crucial. Our opening ceremony is going to feature very special recipes that have been made from her. Africa Scene Head is by Winifred, and Winifred is one of our advisors, so thankful to all of them. Obviously, Bulaneria is also very helpful as one of the advisors. So this is something that we're doing to kind of create a whole new movement. And one of the master classes I forgot to actually say is giving out $500 free, so that anybody that comes to the master class can be able to win that and go and shoot a small movie, because the whole aim is that eventually we'll be able to build a bigger fund that we can support African creators to be able to make more films that are focused on the environment.
Wow. I mean, this is a great move. And would it be the first of its kind?
Yes, this is the first of its kind. And you see that if you go to our website, we say it's accra.gffafrica, because the eventual aim is that we want to do it in different parts of Africa. So this is the first one in Accra. Hopefully, our plan is that we do the next one maybe in Kampala, in Uganda, and other places. But obviously, since I'm here, Accra is always going to be the home. And we hope to build this into a bigger brand like the Global Citizen have, but more focus on film and exciting things. So away from film, we're also bringing some interesting arts into this place. So we're having an exhibition stand where we're focused on 3 main themes. We're focused on sustainable cities, biodiversity, and nature. So sustainable city space is going to be called Accra, and the whole idea is that we want to imagine a future Accra where we are having different things that kind of promote well-being of the citizens. So we're talking about EV cars and driving spaces, etc. So we have an EV vendor that's going to come. We're hopefully having people who are going to bring in electric cars and electric bicycles, people who are doing exhibitions on modern ways of farming, all of that as part on the side of the festival.
How important is this for those who brought in their entries, and especially those who have shortlisted? How important is their participation, for themselves and their career?
It's huge, because first of all, the caliber of people that we are bringing, especially for the opening ceremony, we are bringing a lot of high-profile diplomatic community members, which means that these films will get seen by those who are important and then increase distribution. But also, we're partnering with institutions like GH1, hopefully, to make sure that some of the films get on TV to even increase distribution for them. So for some of the films that are having the African premiere, by African premiere I mean that this is the first time they are being shown in Africa, we're giving them the space to show them at the festival, but also distribution to one of the biggest TV stations. So it's pretty much a big deal for them, and it's going to just continue to get better, giving these spaces to the movies and the stories that are important.
What space should they be watching for those who missed out on this one? What space should they be watching so they can participate the next time?
I mean, obviously, if you are listening to right now, Green Film Festival Accra, go to your social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, everywhere. Green Film Festival Accra, and follow us right now. Increase your chances of getting that special invitation to our Friday event. But look out at our social media, look out at our website to expect a lot more from us, because this is the first event that we're having, but it's promising to become very huge. And in the future, we are going to be doing a lot more master classes. So I also forgot a lot of exciting things, so I forget to highlight some of the things. One of our master classes online is happening by a renowned assistant director who has been in Hollywood for over 30 years and bringing that Hollywood experience into the filmmakers. So yeah, we're talking about sustainability, but people who are doing core film also have a lot of things to benefit. So definitely watch out. And in the subsequent editions of the film festival, please do apply, put out your submissions. If you are thinking about shooting a film about the calamity crisis in Ghana, about desertification in the north, about what is happening at Dar, livelihoods being lost, etc. I encourage you to do that, because this time we had only one film in Ghana that is showing, but next time we're going to. So these are interesting things happening. Panels are happening. We have an exciting panel that's coming that is focusing on how we are using visual arts in communicating climate action. A silent panel with Amaka Rebese, Cecil Kofi Asamoah, the director, who's actually one of our judges, and Nana Kofi Akwa, who's a renowned photographer. So a lot of things that are happening, from master classes, indoor screenings, outdoor screenings, because the summit of the event is an outdoor screening, basically movie Under the Stars on Saturday. Where
is it happening?
At the Legon Botanical Gardens.
Legon Botanical Gardens.
The Legon Botanical Gardens has been rumored to be going out of business. We're one of the last events that are happening there, so you don't worry, it is still operating for us. So Saturday at the Legon Botanical Gardens, but you do need to, it's a free event, but you do need to register on our website. When you go to our website, there's an Eventbrite link there. Go and register and select the Saturday event, and then come. We have spaces for you to come and experience the indoor screening, the outdoor screening, the exhibitions that are happening. A lot of very picturesque environments. You can take very nice pictures. Come with your boyfriend, come with your girlfriend, and come and enjoy yourself. It's going to be a great experience.
Isaac Aboah.
You mentioned it right this time.
Aboah. Yeah.
There's still a little cheeky about it.
I always be careful. Isaac Aboah, he is the director of the Green Film Festival, and he's been sharing insights. You know, it's a good thing. Anytime we heard about festival, we had little to do with it. If I say we, I mean Ghana. But here we are. We have one of our own there, and I'm sure he has a whole team with him. And what's important is your story and how you tell it, and getting the opportunity to work with, people who have proven it all. Masterclass. That is most important. You need to be a part of that one. And as you heard, for those who participated and have been shortlisted, the opportunities abound for them. For you, watch out. Keep tabs with their websites and social media platforms so you don't miss the next date. But I think our mission for now is to see the weekend through and hopefully have ourselves a successful.
So go to our website,
festival.
Go to our social media, follow us, register, and come around on Saturday. If you are a filmmaker, CSO, register for the master classes and be part of. Like I was saying, like you were saying, actually, it's a team of people. So kudos to all the team members who have made it successful. The Green Film Festival is an initiative of two organizations. Green Africa Youth Organization, led by my good friend Joshua Mponsem, and then Nexa Media. So these two organizations came together, my organization and the other organization, we came together to make sure that this is happening, because we saw a gap in the space to make sure that we can empower a whole generation of climate storytellers and filmmakers to make sure that we can tell positive stories and challenging stories about the environment and safeguard the planet and fight against the climate crisis through art, creativity, and storytelling. So we expect you to be there. It's going to be an interesting film festival. I hope you are there. I know you guys are going to be doing your diplomatic games, but please pass through and come and enjoy yourself. Yeah.
Not all heroes wear capes. This is one sitting in front of us right here. Thank you. You and your team. Kudos. And we wish you success.
Thank you.
Wish you well. Thank you so much. Isaac Aboah is the director of the Green Film Festival. You've heard all the important details about this festival. And I'm personally excited about this. And so we'll see you through. Thank you so much once again, Isaac. Coming